Hi friends! Today I will show you how to paint a Christmas tree in the snow. To begin with, we will make the borders of the card and the sketch together, and then we will begin the painting. In this painting I will use gouache and a gold pen in addition to watercolor paint. I'm Miriam, an artist residing in beautiful Denmark. I do paintings in watercolor, gouache, acrylics, well, pretty much any medium I can lay my hands on. I'm here to help you learn how to make beautiful paintings and learn different skills in mainly watercolor but also mixed media. Come, join me and let's paint some beautiful paintings together. If I can do it, you can do it. Hello everyone. Well, to begin with, I'm going to make a border here on the card. And I go in with 3 centimeters on the top and 2 centimeters around the long line. So I measure that out, and 2 centimeters all the way down here. And in the bottom, 3 centimeters. And 2 centimeters on the other side. And then we make some lines. And I try not to push too hard with my pen, because I just want it to be a light line. Because we don't want that to be visible when the card is finished. So I will just get rid of the lines. That's not going to be here. Okay. And then I go in and draw in the tree. And I want the tree to be outside the lines, but I put it here on this side. And I just go in lightly where, you know, make a tree, Christmas tree form. Just, we will go in with paint afterwards. I actually think it's going to be a little bit larger than this, so. This is just to help me when I'm going to paint the tree, put the paint on. So I know I get the Christmas tree form, and then I can just remove this line because the tree will be here. Okay, like that. Then we are ready to paint. These are the colors we are going to use. It's Cobalt teal, Cobalt turquoise, Paynes gray, violet, indigo, sap green, Undersea green, and Perylene green, and also some gold ink. I can just show you the one I'm using. I'm using this from Faber-Castell, and I'm quite happy with it. I think it has a very nice gold color. And I'm just going to put some tape on some places of the card before I begin to paint. This is so I want to paint outside the lines. And just put a little one up here. And also to keep the paper in place. And a little one down here. So, now we are ready to paint. I begin with wetting the page around the tree. Then I put in some Cobalt teal. And then I put in some Cobalt turquoise. It's a little bit darker in the color. And I'll just dab it in. Nice and easy. We want to have a winter's night here. And then I pick up a little bit of the violet. Just dab in. Just want a little bit of that, not too much. And then I go in with some Paynes gray. I'm just picking the color up directly from the pan. Then I want it to be a little, excuse me, I want there to be a tree here in the background. It's not too visible, just, you know, so you can see that there are other trees in the painting. So I go in with the Undersea green. And I just dab it in here. Try to give it a tree shape. Like that. And then I go to my indigo. And I just want a little bit of that down over here, this corner, to make the corner dark. And I also want a darker tree here in the background. This color from core, it likes to spread all over the page, so you can't control it very good, but I think that's the charm of it, so that's okay. The background is supposed to be a little bit blurry, so, and I don't mind the colors running together. So, like that. I I can see I got quite a lot of water here, so I'm just going in with a damp brush and soaking some of it up, because I don't want a lot of water here. So like that. And now there's not so much, not water here. I try to go in with a little bit of the dark indigo again. Like that. Could also dab a little bit over here. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to find a smaller brush, because I need to have some indigo here as well. I can just zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I just need some indigo here. And a little bit here. Perhaps it's a little bit too dark, so I'm just going to take off some of the color. And I do that with a damp brush. Like that. And then I dry it off in a paper towel. Okay, and then we have to let this dry, and then we will come back. The next thing I'm going to paint is the ground down here, and it's snowing. You can't see the snow yet, but it will come, I promise you. So we have to make this a very light color. But the light is still reflecting in the snow, so yeah, I begin with some Paynes gray, and now I'm mixing it up with a lot of water, because I don't want the color to be too strong. And then I just go and dab in some of the Paynes gray. And I leave out white spaces here. And I think I want to go in with some of the indigo as well. And I mix a watery mix of that. And just dab some of that color in here as well. Could also use some of the Cobalt teal, just a tiny bit, because we have that in the sky here, so it could very well reflect down in the snow. Like that. It has to be very light, so. I'm quite pleased with this, so I will leave it there. Then I will continue with the tree, and I begin with dabbing in some of the it's sap green. Of course, it's sap green. I just dab it in like that. And it's okay to leave out white spaces, because it's snowing and snow is white. So, but later on I will go in with some gouache to make some more snow. And if you don't know gouache, gouache is an opaque watercolor. And it's the white gouache is quite useful when you paint with regular watercolors. Sometimes you just need to lighten some places and so on, so that can become handy. So I don't use it always, but sometimes. That was the first layer, and now I continue with the Undersea green, which is a little bit darker than sap green. If you don't have this color, you could mix your own. I think that sap green mixed with some Paynes gray would give this color. I actually think I tried that on and it was very much the same, so. But I must remember to leave the some light parts on the outer edges of the tree, and the tree's darker in the middle. And then I go in with the darkest color, which is the Perylene green. I mostly keep this in the middle of the tree because this is where the tree is darkest. I decided to go in and dab off some of the colors with a paper towel because I thought it was a bit too strong. So just dabbing some of it off. Like that. I like that a lot better. Now I have put some gouache in a cup because I want I go in like this first. And then I go in and paint the snow or some snow on the tree. I just dab it on randomly. And of course I make sure that you can see the green underneath. And I just dab it in because then it's more likely to look I can't speak today. It's more likely to look natural and you don't get lines like if you paint it on. So I like it better when to dab it on instead. So I think that the tree is finished, and now I want to put some splatter in the background. so we can make a snowstorm. And now I have found another plastic cup, and I'm going to take some of the gouache and then put in some water. I want a nice thick mix, but thin enough so I can splatter it on the paper. You have to find the right combination of water and gouache. Okay, give it a go here. Do it like this. And you can get this all over your table, so if you don't want that, put something out. Now I just dip the brush in some water to help it a little bit. And I think I will also go in with a white pen afterwards and make some dots with that. Okay, I will let this dry and then I will come back. And we should not forget to paint this down here. So I'm going in with some sepia. And I will lift off some of the paint again, just to give it a bit of life here. It looks more natural like that. So, I hope you can see it. So, and now I will go in with some white pen, just to make some more snowflakes. Like that. And then I go in with my gold pen and I make a star on the tree. And then I decorate the tree like this. I don't know about where you live, but where I live here in Denmark, even though it's up north, we don't always have white Christmas. It's actually not very often we have that. So, but last year we were lucky and had a white Christmas, so that was really great. We just love that. But it could be interesting to know where you are from, so please leave me a comment down below. And tell me, do you have white Christmases every year? And now the painting is finished and I have to take off the tape, and I will use my hairdryer to do that so the tape won't tear the paper. Sometimes it happens, but usually it doesn't. So I'll get back in a minute. And I had a little accident up here. Oh, that's too bad. I can try and dab in some gouache to see if that will cover it. Well, it doesn't take it away completely, but it helps, I think. Then I will go in with my rubber and just see if I can get the pencil lines off, because they do not look very nice in the painting. So, and then if you want to, you could write Merry Christmas down here, or Happy Christmas, or whatever you think is a nice greeting. And yes, that was it for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed this. I did. And I hope to see you next week, next Tuesday, for another tutorial.